Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Take a seat, relax, grab some snacks. And if you've been here for a very long time, grab some snacks, take a seat. But thank you very much for sticking around with me, and thank you so much for your patience through these trying times. Okay, you were God's strongest soldier. But thank you so much for sticking around. So I finally went to the UK for my graduation, and as a South African living in South Korea, I found the visa process a little bit intimidating, but it eventually went very well, right? If you do notice some changes in the lighting, it's because my lighting is natural. So when the sun comes out, I'm going to burn. I'm going to do this like quite a bit because I've got my notes and I don't want to yap. Do you see what I'm doing right now? I'm on a yapathon. So I don't want to yap around. I want to get right into it. I want to give you the information that you need, and then, we get right into it, right? So without further ado, let us get right into it. Just so we're clear, I am a South African, not resident, South African citizen. I am a South Korean resident. I live in South Korea. I did not have to go to South Africa to apply for this visa. I applied for it while I'm here in South Korea, and that's the process that I'm taking you through. I don't know what the process is in South Africa, but I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same, except it's in South Africa, right? There is no UK embassy in South Korea that takes visa applications. You have to go through VFS Global, right? I think there's another company, but we use VFS Global, right? Let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to give you a brief overview. Step 1, online application. You go to the official uk.gov website. I'm going to put it in the description so that it's easy to get to, but you'll fill out the very long form. It's going to ask you all information about your parents, both parents, and you're going to have to pay the fee in US dollars, which is 176 USD that I paid. I don't know if it's increased, I don't know if it's gone down. I'm going to put the information in like rands and cents. I'm going to put it in rands as well as Korean ones, right? I paid USD. You either pay like by the British pound or by the USD. They don't, charge by what your card company is, right? 2, VFS Global, the appointment, right? With the appointment, after you're done with filling out the form and everything, at the end of the form, when you pay, you apply for which days that you're going to be able to go to the VFS Global Center, right? In South Korea, it is in Seoul, in Chungju, in Itaewon, specifically right by the Hamilton Hotel. When you get out of Itaewon Station, exit 4, 5, I can't remember what exit that is, the one that takes you to the main area. The Hamilton Hotel is right there. It's the biggest hotel in that area. It's inside because the Hamilton Hotel has like a center at the bottom or whatever. You go in there, it's inside. You just go straight in and you're going to see VFS Global right there. Right? You have 2 choices for this. You can either self-upload your documents, or you can pay for the document scanning assistance. Self-upload, I don't know how the process goes with that because I did not choose that. Especially because I read on like Reddit and some other sites that it's difficult to get like your scans in correctly, and there's like limitations and all. I was just like, what is the easiest route? Okay, I have to pay extra. Take my money. I went in and they take you through the document scanning assistance where they take the physical copies, which I really enjoyed because they ask you to put all the copies that you have. I will go through the document checklist, so don't worry about that. They ask you to put all your documents in different sections. Then they will scan it in the order that it needs to be scanned in. And that's it. Quick caveat, do not bring a scanned copy of yourself. We're going to get into it. Step 3, biometrics. Biometrics is when they take your fingerprints as well as they take a photo of yourself. You don't need to bring your passport-sized photo because the photo of yourself they take is the photo they will use for your visa whole thing, right? 1, 2, I think that's it about the biometrics. That's when you didn't hand over your passport. They took a picture of you, they took your fingerprints, you hand over your passport, and that's it for the biometrics. Next step is going to be the worst step, is the wait. At this point, they will send you an email either that very same evening or the next morning. That's when your passport is going to their application centers where they actually check. They have applications. This standard process takes 15 working days. Okay? This does not count weekends. working days. These people work Monday to Friday. If there's a holiday, a UK and a Korean holiday, it's a day off. It's not a working day. So for example, if you have like on a Monday, it's the bank holidays in the UK, they don't work. So you can't count that day. And then just so happens that on a Tuesday, it's Buddha's birthday. Those holidays don't actually go together. I'm just making an example. Monday is bank holidays, and then Tuesday is like Buddha's holiday, Buddha's birthday, and then Thursday is like Children's Day. Those two are Korean holidays. You don't count those 3 days. You only count from Thursday, right? So you kind of want to make sure that you put it around the time where there aren't any like holidays in both countries. But either way, it's going to take 15 days. It's going to take 3 weeks. They don't tell you anything. Instead, the email that they sent you the night of or the morning after, they tell you, do not email anyone. Don't call VFS Global. No one is going to help you. Keep quiet and let us do our work. You can email until your breath or your fingers fall apart. No one's going to tell you anything until your passport has been processed. Next step, passport return. Okay, so the next step is the passport return process. That's where they will then send you an email and say, hey, your passport is ready and all that stuff, right? You can either choose to go pick up your passport at the VFS Global where you dropped it off, or you can ask them to do courier delivery. I chose courier delivery because I don't live in Seoul, so I don't have the time to go in and out of Seoul, right? I chose courier delivery and I asked them to deliver it to work because they don't deliver on the weekends. They deliver during the week. It's better because you're probably at work during the week and during the time that they will deliver. And also, if you're not available to receive it, when you're at work, someone downstairs at admin is going to receive it on your behalf. Cool. Great. That is the full 5-step process. Now, let's get into the document checklist. Okay, so we're right at the document checklist. Just a quick point. This is the most important part. You need to prove that you have money and you have a reason to return to Korea. Right? I will specifically talk about Korea, by the way, because I live in Korea. Okay, so first things first is employment. I submitted my work contract. I submitted my full contract. You don't need to do that. You can actually submit just like your front page and then maybe the last page because that's where the signatures are to prove that you actually work there. Make sure your name and the dates are clearly visible. The school that you're working for, or the company rather, let's put it like that, the company that you're working for, the dates that you'll be working, they have to, obviously you can't have your contract ending like a few days or the day before you leave. You actually have plans to go to the UK because then it's like, you're not coming back, are you? Right? So if you have a new contract that goes beyond the time that you'll be in the UK, perfect. Names clearly visible, dates clearly visible, addresses clearly visible. I highlighted things. I made sure that I highlighted my name, the dates, my contract period, and I think I also highlighted my salary. I don't know. I think I did. Then next thing is your residence. You're going to need this for your ARC. This is your alien registration card, but now it's foreigner registration card, so it's FRC. It is obviously important. It's mandatory. That is your ID in this country, right? Your passport, yes, but that's your ID in this country. You need to show both the front and the back of your ARC. You also need to include, obviously, where it shows like your apartment and everything. I also included my apartment lease because my lease has my name on it. My new lease has my name on it. I highlighted my name because the whole lease is in Korean, right? So I highlighted my name to prove that it is under my name and the lease period was just signed. I think I had signed it like, or renewed. I had signed like just a little bit, like a few months before I had to leave, right? And then you're gonna need your reason why. I was going for graduation, so I included my school's graduation invitation as well as my transcripts, just in case to prove that I have been studying for this period, therefore I should be graduating at this point, right? Next one is money. You need to show, I had to show about 3 to 6 months statements from my South African and my Korean bank accounts. I chose to do like more than I needed to, and I prefer to tell people that to do more than you need to because it's better to have too much than to have too little. I always think, right? Because if you don't have enough and they contact you, now you're already just like, yeah. So I showed that, and I wanted to show that I could fund my whole trip. I highlighted like the amounts, like final amounts and stuff, because they're going to go through everything, but it's easier to give people the answers they're looking for. Anyway, you need to show proof that you can pay for the whole trip. What last one is the logistics. I applied through Airbnb, but I'm pretty sure like hotels, booking.com and all those things, they are able to give you this. On Airbnb, you can check. You don't even have to ask the owner. Airbnb automatically has it. I think the owners have to upload it, but Airbnb automatically has it where you can download a visa paper on it, right? So I did that. I just downloaded the visa paper and I included that, the confirmation of accommodation, how long we'll be there, when is check-in, when is check-out, contact information, address, everything. And then the next thing I did is the flight itinerary. The flight itinerary is an interesting one because do not buy your flight ticket before you get your visa. Don't do that to yourself. Please don't do that to yourself. What I did is I searched the flight that I wanted, and then I took a screenshot of the itinerary, like how the flight is going to go. So from Incheon to Doha, I used Qatar. Incheon to Doha, layover in Doha, Doha to UK. Mind you guys, I went to Scotland. Just so we're clear, I went to Scotland. I keep saying the UK. The UK has different countries in it. I went to Scotland. So it's Incheon, Doha, Doha, Scotland. Right? And then quick pro tips, and like about to close it off. Quick pro tips. If possible, where possible, try to keep everything in English, right? You might need like a certified translation. I didn't have that. Genuinely, I do not have that. I did not add any more problems to my life. I don't want problems. I want solutions. So I didn't include any like certified translations, but what I did is I highlighted my name on things. I highlighted like final amounts. I highlighted important information. Whenever I thought it was important, I highlighted it so that it's easy to find, especially in like a Korean document. My contract is in Korean and English, so that worked out pretty well. And then two, please be honest about your budget. The numbers have to match up to your bank statement, because on the online application, you actually put like what's the budget that you've set for you to come there. If you set like a wild budget, like I don't know, £10,000 or whatever, and you don't even have £10,000 in your bank account, where are you going to find £10,000? You're actually lying, aren't you? So be honest. If you have £500 to spend on your trip and it's like a 4-day trip, that's not bad. That's actually not that bad, right? Put that amount, and at the very least your bank statement will show that you have more than £500 to actually spend while you're there. So make sure that you're honest about the things that you need to put in. And yeah, guys, I really hope that this helped you. If this helped you, please give it a thumbs up, please like it, and please share it with people that might be going to the UK very soon. If you are graduating soon, congratulations. If you have graduated, congratulations. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.